You're on, I guess.
But then I don't see me later on, or do I continue
Well,
to see me?
you can cover page
Oh, okay.
until you're actually, okay. No. I don't know if I can hear you. If I can hear you. I'm gonna close my door, but we can finish.
Hey, James.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Steve. Take care.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you see me?
I can't see you.
I'm here.
Okay. Matthew, you there?
I am, Jim. How are you?
Okay, great. How you doing today?
Doing all right. Hey, Jim, how do you want me to go about getting you the certified return receipts from the abutters? Do you want me to mail those to your office?
Yeah,
or-
just mail them to us.
Yeah, okay. I sent you over the ad. I think you saw that yesterday, the ad that ran. I got you a copy of that. So.
Okay, great.
All right.
The ad was a little expensive, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, the Patriot Ledger's kind of pricey.
Yeah, that's all right.
How you doing?
How you doing, Alba?
Good, good.
I see you made it, huh? All by
Yeah,
yourself to set this up?
What?
Set this up all by yourself?
Well, I've got my secretary will be coming on, and she's
Yeah.
also going to be on my speakerphone. So if I screw up, she'll get me back on the computer again.
He's gonna bail you out.
Matter of fact, I'm going to put her on now. Let me get her on.
Yeah, we still have 6 minutes before we can officially start.
Okay.
Arthur, you may want to mute yourself right now so we don't listen into your private conversation.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just going to tell her I'm on.
Oh, okay then.
My wife got me on
Oh, okay.
because my office doesn't have a camera. My office,
Oh,
so I had to come home to get on. Hi, Sabrina? Okay, I'm already on and actually talking with the people in Braintree. If you want to get on.
I'm putting on as we speak.
Okay. I've let them know you're my life preserver in case something goes wrong with my computer.
Arthur, how are you?
Good, Matthew. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Good, good. I'll tell you, as difficult it is for me to work with the computer, it certainly makes it a lot easier than driving like an hour each way.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Great.
Yeah, it's only gonna be a short while. They'll allow us to do this and then we'll go back to the old normal ways.
Yeah. How about you, Matthew? That saves time, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Yeah.
Well, Framingham really isn't that far, to tell you the truth.
Oh, no, it's not bad. When I've got it down in Fall River or down in New Bedford, or I got it up, up almost to New Hampshire. No, Braintree's not bad at all.
No, piece of cake.
Yeah. Unless you go 128.
Yeah. Well, right, you can go any route right now. There's no traffic out there.
I know.
Good point.
A Friday ride down to the Cape only takes about 40 minutes now.
Is that unbelievable?
Yeah.
Of course, when you get there, you can't do anything.
Yeah, Sunday school's open though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, ice cream. Okay, good.
Just go on.
All right, Arthur, I was on, but it kicked me off. I'm going back on.
Okay. Did you go under your name or my name?
Mine.
Okay, it's showing you as being on.
Yeah, I don't want, where did, oh, here it is. Okay. All right, I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to activate her.
Oh, okay. That's the person who made it possible for us to do it this week.
Now, Christopher.
Hey, Chris.
Okay. I need to get one more member to show up. Let me make some phone calls here.
My speakers aren't working, but I can hear them through the phone.
Okay. Okay, you can't hear?
I can see you. I cannot hear you through my laptop for some reason. It's not working, but I can hear them through the phone.
Okay.
How's it going, Chris? You're muted.
Hey, Matt.
How are you? How's the pizza shop doing?
All right, it's going. Get off my headset. Hold on a second. It's back.
Yeah.
I know why my speakers aren't working. It's because of
go ahead. Jim, Sabrina's going to log out for a minute and then log back in. She went in through the office computer and it has no speaker, so she couldn't hear anything.
Hmm.
Oh, here they are.
Mary Beth,
Hello,
okay, you can hear us?
I can. Russ is with
Okay,
me.
that's good. You haven't seen Mark, have you?
Mark Du Bois. No, I haven't.
What?
I have not.
You have, okay, because I know there was a meeting at Town Hall today.
No, I have not seen him.
Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, 4 out of 5. We constitute a full meeting, so we can get the show on the road. Before I start the meeting, I just want to let everybody know that on all votes for the members, they have to be a roll call vote. Even everything we do, we have to have each member state how they voted. Okay? It's going to be very repetitive, unfortunately, but we'll get through it. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to open the Board of License Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, May 12, 2020 at 2 p.m. via the Zoom webinar. We have a motion.
Make a
What?
motion.
Motion by Chief O'Brien, second.
Second by Russ Forsberg.
Russ Forsberg, on roll call, Chief O'Brien.
Here.
Russ Forsberg.
Here.
Mary Beth McGrath.
Here.
Jim Casey here. And our fifth member, Chief Du Bois, is not present at this time. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the regular session meeting for March 10, 2020. Is there a motion to approve?
Mr. Chairman, Russ Forsberg makes a motion that we approve the regular session meeting minutes of the Board of License Commissioners for March 10th, 2020 as approved, as prepared.
Second by Chief O'Brien.
A second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye. Russ Forsberg, aye.
Brian,
Aye.
Forsberg,
Aye.
McGrath,
Aye.
Casey, aye. Motion carries 4-0. The first item of the agenda is the change of manager, item number 2003-018. Braintree Lodge number 760 Realty Trust 2 of 2009, doing business as the Sons of Italy, 161 King Hill Road, petitioning for a change of manager to Joseph M. Picard. Joe, is that correct?
Picardi.
Picardi, okay, I wasn't too sure if I added the E. And that's a junior.
Yes, sir.
With that documentation, what we have is the manager's application. We have a query authorization was passed. We have the vote of the entity. We have a proof of citizenship, and we have the payment received. This change of manager position came about because of the passing of the previous manager. Is that correct, Joe?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bob Pistorino. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's right, Bob Torino. One thing I don't see is your tip certification. You were tip certified?
I am. I don't have it with me. It's at the lodge, I think.
Okay, so what you're gonna need to do is make sure that you send me a copy of that.
Sure.
Documentation.
Okay.
Okay, members of the board, do you have any questions?
No questions.
No.
Mr. Picardi, you have anything you'd like to add?
No, sir.
With that, a motion would be in order.
Mr. Chairman, Russ Forsberg makes a motion that we approve the request of Braintree Lodge number 760 Realty Trust, 2009, doing business as Sons of Italy, 161 King Hill Road, to allow for a change of manager to Joseph M. Picardi Jr., conditional upon receipt of tip certification.
Second by Chief O'Brien.
We have a motion, we have a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call. O'Brien,
Yes.
Forsberg,
Aye.
McGrath,
Aye.
Casey, aye. Motion carries 4-0. Congratulations. What will happen now is I will send in your documentation to the ABCC. It'll take them probably 3 to 4 weeks to process it, and then you will get a new license from my office stating that you are now the manager of record.
Thank you very much.
Kindly, you be safe out there.
You too, sir. Thank you very much to the board. Thank you.
Take care, Joe.
Bye-bye, Chief.
Our next two items are public hearings, and the first one is item number 2004019. Massey Corporation doing business as Double G's Pizzeria, 303 Grove Street. They're petitioning for a special, for a Section 12 wine and malts beverage license with Brian Sacheri, manager. Hopefully I got that right. With that, I need a motion to open the public hearing.
Russ Forsberg makes a motion to open the public hearing.
Second, Chief O'Brien.
We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor, Chief O'Brien,
Aye.
Schwartzberg,
Aye.
McGrath,
Aye.
Casey, aye. We are now in a public session. Okay, in your meeting packet, you have an application for a new retail license. We have the business structure documentation, which includes a business certificate, partnership agreements, and the articles of organization with respected to which type of corporation he's working with. We have the Corey authorization forms and these passed. We have the manager's application. We have a proof of citizenship. We have the vote of the corporate board. We have a legal right to occupy. We have the floor plan. The abutters were notified. There was a legal notice placed in the newspaper. We have the monetary transmittal form, the payment to the ABCC, and we have the local licensing information. As you may recall, approximately 1 year ago, Double G applied for a similar license under a different ownership. They sold the business to Mr. Massey back, I believe, in January, earlier this year. He didn't at the time want to take upon the liquor licensing, and now he's come before us to do that. So do we have any questions from members?
Okay, well, Mary Beth McGrath, I have a question. This is for Resendes, correct?
No.
No, this is 019,
I'm sorry.
Double G.
Sorry, I'm confused.
This is,
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was mistaken. I thought it was a different case.
oh. And we have Attorney Porter. You
Yes,
present?
thank you, Jim.
Do you have anything you'd like to add for your client?
I don't have anything I'd like to add. Certainly, as you said, that we were before the board probably back in January. We received approval. I think it actually may have been the beginning of March. Mr. Massey is here with us today, who's the president of the corporation, the sole shareholder. And so essentially at the time of the closing, Mr. Massey had taken over the common vic license and all the other licenses associated with the business. At that time, there was a little bit of a time crunch with the seller looking to close. So we agreed to push out the application for the beer and wine license until post-closing, and that's what's before the board today. So Mr. Massey is tip certified, as are the managers and all the front of staff employees. And certainly they understand the responsibilities that come along with operating a beer and wine license.
Okay, then. And again, for some reason, I do not see your tip certifications in the packet.
Yeah, I can have Chris supply that to me and get that down to you. That's perfectly fine. It did have one point of clarification. At one point, there was another employee who was going to be the manager on the store itself. And so it may be that an unsigned copy was sent down to your office. The final copy that was submitted had Christopher Massey as the manager. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay. Okay, on page 2
Earlier.
of the application for new license, I do have Brian. So
Okay.
Okay, so you just send me the
Yeah,
updated-
so I can revise that page. Page 12 should have Christopher on it, and
Let me
I
see
can revise that first page for you.
Yeah, okay, if you could just send that in because I'm gonna get this into the ABCC as soon as possible, so
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, I'll make that revision.
they can. Mr. Massey, want to turn on your mic? There you go. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, I just, well, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I just, hopefully, yeah, we can get something going forward here. Like I say, it was just kind of held up with the seal at the time. We didn't push forward. We did intend to want to do it, so obviously things hit a little snag and took a little longer with COVID happening, but, you know, we'd like to get it put forth now, so.
Yeah. All right, members, have you all done with your discussions? Okay, okay, having none. So this is a public meeting, so if there's anybody out there in the public who has signed off through the legal notices, if they would like to speak, please speak up at this point in time. Going once, going twice. With that, since we have no one from the public requesting to speak, a motion to close the public hearing would be in order.
Russ Forsberg, motion to close the public hearing.
Second, Chief O'Brien.
Okay, on a roll call, Chief O'Brien,
Aye.
Forsberg,
Aye.
McGrath,
Aye.
Casey, aye. We are now out of the public hearing. At this point in time, a motion would be in order.
Russ Forsberg makes a motion that we approve the request of Massey Corporation doing business as Double G Pizzeria, 303 Grove Street, petitioning for a Section 12 wines and malts beverage license with Christopher Massey as manager, conditional upon receipt of a tip certification.
Second by Chief O'Brien.
We have a motion, we have a second. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Roll call. Chief O'Brien,
Aye.
Forsberg,
Aye.
McGrath,
Aye.
Casey, aye. Motion carries 4-0. So as soon as I get those supplementary documentation, we will process this with the ABCC. And it'll
Appreciate
take 3 to 4 weeks to get it approved. Congratulations.
Thank you.
To all, and be safe out there.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Have a good day. Thanks.
Yeah, have a good one. Okay, next item on the agenda is, again, a public hearing, item number 2004-020. RD Convenience Inc. doing business as Resendes Market, 960 Washington Street, petitioning for multiple amendments to the existing Section 15 package store wine and malt beverages. There's a change of officers, directors, LLC manager, issuing transfer of stock, new stockholder, and the change of manager. With that, a motion to open the public hearing would be in order.
Russ Forsberg makes a motion to open the public hearing.
Second, Chief O'Brien.
We have a motion, we have a second to open the public hearing. Chief O'Brien, roll call.
Aye.
Mr. Forsberg,
Aye.
Ms. McGrath,
Aye.
Casey, aye. We are now in a public hearing. Inside your packet identified at 2004020, we have a Department of Certificate for Good Standing, Department of Certificate of Compliance, change of officer director's application. We have the business structure. We have the articles of organization. We do have a vote of the entity board. We have the monetary transmittal forms. We have the change of officers, directors, applications, Corey application, business structure, LLC articles of organization, purchase and sale, supporting financial documentation. There was an advertisement and a butters notification that was sent out. And what else we have? We have the change of managers application and the change of managers Corey authorization. The proof of citizenship. So all the documentation appears to be in order. Is there any questions from members?
Mr. Chairman, Mary Beth McGrath, is the new manager's name Hanswati D. Patel?
I'm sorry. Her name is Hansawati Patel.
That's the new manager.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Are there any other questions from members?
No.
Attorney Perlman, do you have any comments, anything you'd like to add?
Only that this is a transfer from Raymond Patel to Hansawati. Hansawati is his cousin. Nothing is changing about the business. The only thing that's changing is Hansawati will now be the sole officer, director, and manager, sole owner. She lives in Stoughton. The layout of the store is going to be the same. The operating hours the same. Nothing's changing. I think that's it.
Chairman, may I ask a question?
Ms. McGrath?
This is unrelated to the liquor license, but it's part of the business. So the ownership is changing from Mr. Patel to Ms. Patel.
From Raymond Patel
Okay.
to his cousin.
So I know you're calling it a transfer of officers or change in officers, but for they do have a tobacco license. Do they still plan on selling tobacco products?
Yes.
Okay, because there is an allowance for a transfer of a license from one owner to the next, as long as it's still the same establishment and nothing's changing internally in the establishment. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I'll make sure that, is there something that has to be filed? I'll make sure
Yes.
they file it.
We need a new application filled out for the tobacco license for the new owner.
Okay. I will notify them so they'll get
Okay,
that.
as well, they have a retail food license that they would need to, I believe they do, they'd have to also transfer that, but I can have my office get in touch with the new owner.
Great, thank you.
Okay, again, where this is a public hearing, if there's anybody out there in the general public who would like to speak on it, this is your opportunity. Hearing that there is no one interested in speaking at this public hearing, a motion in order to close the public hearing would be in order.
Russ Forsberg, motion to close public hearing.
Chief O'Brien, second.
We have a motion, we have a second on a roll call vote. O'Brien,
Aye.
Forsberg,
Aye.
McGrath,
Aye.
Casey, aye. We are now out of the public hearing. With that, a motion would be in order.
Russ Forsberg makes a motion that we approve the request of RD Convenience Incorporated, doing business as Resendiz Market, 960 Washington Street, and allow for the multiple amendments to the existing Section 15 package store wine and malt beverage license, as well as the change of officers, directors, LLC managers, as described in the application, transfer of stock, new stockholders, and change of manager to Hansawati Patel.
Second by Chief O'Brien.
We have a motion, we have a second. Further discussion? The only discussion I have, as with the other two petitioners on their items, I do not see the Corey, not the Corey, the, what do they call that thing?
Oh, tip certification?
Yeah, the serve safe things that, licenses. So I need to get a copy of that. They can be emailed to me. And if I can get that, we will process this immediately. All right?
I'll contact them.
Okay, so with that, we have a motion, we have a second on a roll call. O'Brien,
Aye.
Forsberg,
Aye.
McGrath,
Aye.
Casey, aye. Motion carries 4-0. Congratulations, Mr. Perlman, pleasure meeting with you.
Thank you. Can I ask you another question not having to do with this? I had another client ask me about whether or not there's any wine and malt package store licenses available in the town of Braintree.
Let me look into that for you when I get back into the office tomorrow. Wine and malt available. For package store, right?
A package store, yes.
Yeah, I'll check that for tomorrow and get back to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen, ladies. Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay, with that, the matters before have all been completed. Our next scheduled meeting will be Tuesday, May 24th, 2020. I'm not sure what items we have in our queue at this point in time, but if that changes, I'll make sure all of you are fully aware. Okay, with that, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
Russ Forsberg makes a motion to adjourn.
Second, Chief O'Brien.
With a roll call, O'Brien,
Aye.
Forsberg,
Aye.
McGrath,
Aye,
and Casey. Aye, we are now adjourned. We
thank you.
survived our first one.
Jim, can I ask you a question?
Sure, go right ahead.
Who's in your office to take a public meeting notice? To stamp it
Pardon
in?
me?
Who's in your office right now to stamp in a public meeting notice?
Jane,
Jane, okay, she'll be there till 4:30?
she'll be there for 4:30.
Great, thank
What's the
you.
meeting?
Board of Health, Thursday night,
What time?
7.
Oh, okay. As long you, so you gotta do it before 7, that's all.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
By 3:30.
Be safe.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye. See you later. Stephen, thank you.
Thank you, Stephen.
You're welcome, everybody.
Yep.
Take care.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.